Nigeria's news updates this morning, January 28, 2026. Tinubu hail Hati after minor stumble in Turkey, says Onanuga. Adebayo Shitu, I will introduce Sharia law in Oyo as governor if demanded. 35 military officers, including 33 northerners, detained over alleged coup plot. FG targets sachet water reduction, 2.5 billion litre consumed annually. Nigeria's national grid fully restored, says NISO. Now let us go to the details of the news. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu briefly stumbled during a ceremonial welcome event in Ankara, Turkey, sparking momentary concern and widespread reactions online. The presidency, through the president's special advisor on information and strategy, Bayo Onanuga, quickly clarified that the incident was minor and accidental, explaining that Tinubu momentarily lost his balance after stepping on an object on the ground. Officials stressed that it was not related to any health issue and described the president as hale and hearty. The presidency assured Nigerians that the president remained in good health and fully engaged in his official duties, urging the public to ignore exaggerated or misleading interpretations circulating on social media. Ali, that's okay, but you cannot stop anybody from commenting on issues the way they deem fit. But come think about it. During the campaign, the president's hand was trembling, and later on we discovered that after the election, we discovered that he does not have such ailments. And during the inauguration, he also fell down. Could this also be a gimmick against 2027? Because no one can really tell. These people can go to any mile to draw public sympathy or to show you that they are not fully fit in order for you to feel that they will soon collapse after they win and maybe the deputy will take over. All these ones. Anyway, just thinking aloud. Remember now. Former Minister of Communications Adebayo Shitu has said he will introduce Sharia law in Oyo State if elected governor, but only if it is demanded by the people. Shitu emphasized that the law will not be imposed by force and will follow public consultations and due process. He clarified that Sharia will apply mainly to Muslims, particularly in personal matters like marriage and inheritance, while Christians and non-Muslims will not be compelled to follow it, upholding constitutional religious freedoms. The statement has now become a focal point in the Oyo governorship race, heightening debates around the religion, governance, and inclusiveness in the state. This one is just looking for Muslim vote in Oyo State. This is how politicians operate. But most people now, they will start reading religious dimension to all these things. And the fear of most people about this Sharia law is that the places in the north where it has been approved, they implement it on everyone regardless of religion. Just like Hizbah in Kano destroys beers.
The Kano State Hizbah Board has seized 8,600 bottles of beer from a van traveling from Kaduna to Kano. According to Idris Ibrahim, the board's officer in charge of intoxicants, the alcoholic drinks were confiscated last Thursday at Kwanar Dangora village along Kano-Kaduna Expressway.
Is it the Muslims that are selling the beer? So these are the reasons why people will just say this Sharia law will not only be applicable to the Muslims, they are going to generalize it during its implementation. But I know this particular public statement is all about politics, it's all about winning elections, not all about religion. 35 military officers, most of them reportedly from northern Nigeria, have been detained by security authorities over an alleged plot to overthrow the Tinubu administration. The officers, drawn from different arms of the armed forces and across various ranks, are said to be in custody following intelligence reports that uncovered plans deemed a threat to national security. While the defense headquarters has confirmed investigations into a coup attempt, discrepancies remain between official figures and reports on the actual number of personnel detained as the matter continues to generate nationwide debate. Coup plotting is not good for democracy. But if you look at it, our politicians have truly been toying with this democracy they got on a platter of gold. But that is not an excuse for anybody to try to seek power through the back door. If you are not pleased with his leadership, why don't you just go to the polls? I hope you get it. And this one that most officials involved are from the north is sending a really negative signals that the north cannot really endure a southern president. After all, they endure the brutal reign of Buhari for 8 years and they waited till it was their turn before they took power. Can you see? So now let us just be patient. If you feel that you are not comfortable with it, wait till 2027, marshal your own people and then campaign and vote against him. You have to really obey these democratic tenets, because if that happens, Nigeria will not be the same again. Don't just feel that you just overthrow a southern president and go and rest. Nigeria will not be the same again. We all pray for peace and harmony in our country. The federal government has announced plans to reduce the country's heavy reliance on sachet water, revealing that Nigerians consume an estimated 2.5 billion liters annually. Authorities say that sachet water has helped bridge gaps in access to drinking water. Its widespread use has worsened plastic pollution, blocked drainage systems, and contributed to flooding and environmental degradation. The move, driven by agencies such as Nesria in collaboration with international partners, is aimed at cutting single-use plastic through improved waste management and circular economy solutions, while ensuring citizens still have access to safe and affordable drinking water. Every agencies of government, if they just sit down and they just want to feel relevant, they will just come out with policies that are not even feasible. If you truly want to phase out sachet water, go and check what other people need to do. There's what they call water fountain. Water fountain is found in most developed countries where people can just walk even on the street. They have access to drinking. They have access to drinkable water. Here now, how many tap is running? Nobody really wants to rely on sachet water, whereby everything we have to buy it except the air that we breathe. If you provide access to drinkable water, nobody will rely on sachet water, whereby we have to spend money and pollute the environment. Truly, there is pollution in the environment caused by these plastic bags. But what else can we do? Nigeria's national grid has been fully restored after a voltage disturbance on Tuesday morning, which caused widespread power outage in parts of the country. Restoration began around 11 a.m. and has since been completed. NITO clarified that the incident was a partial collapse, not a total grid failure, as some media reported. The Eco Electricity Distribution Company confirmed power had resumed, though with limited allocation, and urged customers to be patient as service is gradually restored. Just shame on you people. Look at what they are saying. Not total collapse as widely reported in the media. Are we supposed to be having this within a week? This is incompetence at its peak. Instead of the government to look into this, punish whoever that is supposed to be responsible for maintaining this thing. Either remove them and put competent people there. We'll just be groping in the dark because they have already budgeted billions of naira for solar and generator. Imagine government institutions relying on solar and generators instead of national grid. That is why they don't care about all this thing, because the light does not blink in their houses and offices. It's a disgrace to us as a country, and everyone is looking at us, and this is how you want to invite investors to come and invest in this kind of economy. Anyway, we hope that one day we are going to get it right. Follow for more. January 28, 2026.